Well, it is road trip season, the perfect time of year to crack the windows, open the sunroof, put the top down, and hit the holiday roads.
AAA analysts are predicting road trips to be at a record high this summer with millions of drivers behind the wheel. Should your elderly loved one be among them? How do you know when it's time for them to stop driving?
Oh, this is a touchy subject. Chief Transportation Correspondent Bae K. Beeler dives into the sensitive safety topic. When should certain seniors turn their keys over?
Yeah, it's tough, right? So we need to talk.
Okay.
Okay, we need to have the talk. And many of us really are afraid of hurting feelings, and we're afraid of taking away someone's independence. Well, many of us of a certain age have heard the stories, or maybe we've experienced them firsthand. An elderly relative, typically a parent or grandparent, insists on driving even though they have age-related or medical issues that limit their reaction time, their vision, their mobility, or even ability to think quickly. They get in minor fender benders, they drive too slow, they miss stop signs, really annoy other motorists. Many times family members don't take the keys away until something scary, bad, or tragic happens. Why wait, you know? When you start wondering if a loved one is still safe to drive, it's time. Time for the difficult driving conversation to limit or stop driving altogether. Now, since elder motorists, well, they've been driving for decades, the freedom to get behind the wheel whenever they want, that's a cherished privilege, not easily surrendered. All right, so here we go. According to AARP, here are a few warning signs of unsafe driving: delayed response to unexpected situations, becoming easily distracted. This is a big one. Decrease in confidence while driving, having difficulty moving into or maintaining the correct lane, hitting curbs when making right turns or backing up, getting scrapes or dents on the car, garage, or mailbox, having close calls, driving too fast or slow. So if you witness any of these, yeah, it's time to have the talk.
And it's a really tough conversation for children to have with their parents. When is it okay to limit their driving?
So you can limit. So a lot of seniors don't see well at night, or they're not good. So don't drive at night. Don't drive on rainy days. Don't drive in bad weather. Just stick to the neighborhood. Don't get on the highway. If you got the Harris Teeter or the grocery store in the neighborhood and you're comfortable, stick to the neighborhood, or take somebody with you, or do an Uber.
Oh, Uber works too. Make what happens when it's time for them to renew their license and they want to keep on to that? So what do you do there?
So typically they have to have a driver's test past a certain age. I'd call the NC Department of Motor Vehicles and say, look, my mom or my we're going to come. Can you give them a special evaluation?
Oh.
And they'll do it and explain the situation. They'll give you advice. Also, you might talk to their doctor. You know, grandma had neck surgery. She can't turn her neck to see.
So make them be the bad guys.
Make them be the bad guys. And also AARP, AAA, driving schools, they have great advice and even online courses. So use all those resources available. Thank God I never had that problem with my parents who have passed, but I know a lot of people that have that problem. They let them drive and have accidents. God forbid someone gets killed, right?
Yeah.
Good point, Make.
Tough conversation that people are having each and every day here. Make thank you for that. We appreciate it. All right, 8:19. It is time to talk a little weather. Jim, we're not taking your keys away.
Jim,
I was
keep
guilty.
yours.
I was guilty of 4 of those 5 things. Seriously.
Jim,
The only one I wasn't guilty of was the confidence one. I still have great confidence. I hit
No,
curbs.
Jim, no.
I get distracted. So here you go.
Jim,
Make
no.
it catch. This is a sobering day for me. I hate it.
Jim, I promise.
All right, how am I going to get home now?